Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Friday night, which means it's alcohol-free beer night. And the beer we're going for tonight is from Mash Gang. It's this one. It is Help Wanted Nights. And Help Wanted Nights is a low alcohol coffee and donut breakfast stout weighing in at 0.5% ABV. And who doesn't like coffee and donuts, eh? So yeah, Help Wanted Nights apply within. It says, now this is my idea of a 24-hour breakfast. Black filter coffee and glazed vanilla donut. No matter the wide variety of choices, I always come back to the same thing. Now we take that all-night coffee and donut vibe and slam it into our core stout. Your hop is HBC 472 and your adjuncts are vanilla, filter coffee and glazed donuts. Your ingredients include water, malted barley, maltodextrin, wheat, oats, hops, yeast, coffee beans, chili. Wouldn't be Mash Gang beer without the chili. Vanilla and the usual bits and bobs. So it's got the fructose in it. So we've got some sweetness coming in. I like the artwork, I do. It's kind of got a Greek key vibe. And the last time I had coffee and pastries for breakfast was, funnily enough, I was flying out of Athens. We hit up a Cinnabon and I had the biggest, fattest cinnamon bun you could imagine with a strong black coffee because it was like 5:30 in the morning and I was not with it at all. And they gave us a wooden spoon to eat it with. Didn't go down too well. Anyway, this I'm looking forward to. I have been since it arrived on my doorstep. So without further ado, let's get it out and into a glass and see what we think. So we're pouring into my teku. The pour is dark as expected. There we go nuts, and yet again, oh man. Jet black, tan head, slightly fizzy head, otherwise very little light coming through, even up to the strong light there. We've just got just a tiniest bit of mahogany at the bottom. On the whole, damn fine looking stout. Let's say alcohol-free beers tend to suffer with the head, and this one is no exception. It's not hanging around for too long, but let's have a whiff. Coffee. Sweetness. Sweet coffee. The vanilla comes through at the back end. If you take a real deep inhale, just as you almost run out of energy for the inhale and you get to that last little bit, that dying hurrah is where the vanilla comes in. Yeah, really quite pleasant. Like I say, mild coffee, vanilla on the back end. Lovely. So, looks good. Smells really interesting and tasty. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Yeah, I can see exactly where they're going with this one. Coffee up front. It's a mild coffee. It's not strong. It's like your Americano dialed back a little bit, and then a good body comes through. The body's really quite nice for an alcohol-free stout. Again, they tend to suffer a little bit on the body side. This is medium, good carbonation. It's soft carbonation. Like I say, coffee comes first. Then there's an almost donutty type thing going on. It's weird. It's really weird. Then the vanilla and then the sugar comes through right towards the end of that. It delivers. It's coffee and donuts. There's no two ways around it. Finish is what I would expect on a stout of this type. Sweeter, milder, maltier, not bitter in a big way. There's subtle bitterness, but on the whole, it's kind of sweet and breakfast-like. So, so let's give it some points in a second. But before we do, we shall go to the PovoPad scoreboard of joy, which says there have been 54 check-ins to this beer. 409 is the average. 4 from people I know, 4.81. So let's give it some points. Before we do, let's just top it off and remind ourselves just what Help Wanted Nights looks like. on the pour. Like I say, dark, deep, to encourage a head. Everyone likes a good head on a beer. It looks nice, doesn't it? It really does. Is it worth a full point? Yeah, because I like my stouts dark, and that one's dark, and it's got a nice head while it's there. It's having a point. The aroma, does it deliver? Does it deliver coffee and donuts? Yes, it does. Is it a good strength? Yes, it is. Does it make me want to go in for a sip? Yes, it does. Does it tick all the boxes for what I want here? Yeah, it does. So it's having a point. The body. Alcohol-free stouts tend to suffer on the body. They tend to be lighter, thinner, watery. This one is not. And it's kind of deceiving. The first sip, like I say, is medium. And then it seems to thicken. It's weird. I cannot describe that process any other way. The first sip is medium, then it seems to just solidify. It's weird. I don't know if it's carbonation doing its thing or what, but it's really, really good for an alcohol-free stout. Cannot fault it. It's having a full point. Like I say, the carbonation's nice, the body's nice, the mouth feels nice. It's all round nice. The flavour though is where it matters most. And it delivers on the flavours. It delivers a coffee, it delivers a donut. It's got the vanilla sweetness. You've got that sugary bit on the back end. The malts are clean. They are sweet. They're delicious. Subtle bit of chocolate coming through as well. Love it. It's having a point. And the finish, well, it's a breakfast stout. It should be sweet, and it is. It delivers the coffee on the back end. It's mild, mellow. Mellow birds, maybe. Better than that, though. And you get that sweetness from the donut type thing as well. Does it deliver everything for a point? Yeah, it does. It does. So, it's got a full 5 out of 5. Can it have some bonus points? We'll start with the obvious one. Mash Gang Beers, a value for money, is having the value for money bonus. So yeah, it's that one out of the way. Would I buy it again? Yes, I would. There are not enough alcohol-free stouts out there in the world. Let me make that clear. And if you agree, definitely let me know in the comments section. So yeah, I would buy this one again without fail. Does it have a full bonus? Is it as good as other alcohol-free stouts or better, perhaps? Let's compare it to some. Very Small Moose. Is that the core stout they refer to? Possibly. Is it better than Very Small Moose? I haven't had one for a while, so I can't really remember. But it's very, very good. It delivers on all of its promises, and therefore it's having the bonus. Because it's great. It is. So yeah, Help Wanted Night, Supply Within, low alcohol coffee and donut breakfast stout. It's got a full 5 out of 5 and all the bonus points as well. And yeah, like I say, there's definitely not enough alcohol-free stouts out there. For those of us who love them, please brew some more. And Jordan, I'll be looking forward to our brew day for the one we got cooking up. So yeah, there we go. It is an alcohol-free stout. On that note, I'm going to say, if you haven't tried it, definitely do, because it's an amazing beer. That has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you will. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.